Hi, this digital story is for our English 101 class, and throughout the digital story, we focus on interracial marriage. Our group members include Haley, Jinghong, Ilias, and myself, Jeffrey. We are underscoring how interracial marriage has evolved over the years, the increasing trend of this sort of marriage, and how it is currently much more widely accepted in society. Nevertheless, many people still struggle to accept the idea of interracial marriage, and we would like to change that. Nowadays, interracial marriage is more prevalent, and this happy couple is just one of the many that are benefiting from the legalization of interracial marriage. But for marriages like this to happen, many efforts were made.
The legal side of interracial marriage roots all the way back to 1664, when the first British colonial law passed, stating that the marriage between whites and slaves are forbidden. 3 decades later, Virginia prohibited any interracial marriage whether the colored person is a slave or not, and punished the guilty with exile or a death sentence. Many states kept passing anti-miscegenation laws until 1780, when Pennsylvania repealed its law in order to progressively abolish slavery. Massachusetts, following Pennsylvania's footsteps, became the second state to repeal its anti-miscegenation laws in 1843, further solidifying the difference between southern and northern states on civil rights. Not so long after, in 1871, a representative in the US Congress introduced a constitutional amendment in his efforts to ban marriage between white and people of color in the whole country. Representative Andrew King failed in his attempt, but he set an example for Representative Seaborn Roddenberry's and Senator Coleman Bleece's failed attempts in 1912 and 1928, respectively. Although the majority of the anti-miscegenation laws focused on marriage between whites and African Americans or whites and Native Americans, in 1922 Congress passed the Cable Act. The Cable Act revoked the citizenship of any U.S. citizen who were married to an alien ineligible for citizenship, and was mostly intended for Asian Americans. Come 1967, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously agreed that bans on interracial marriage is against the 14th Amendment in the U.S. Constitution and overturned any previous anti-miscegenation laws. From this point on, interracial marriage became federally legal throughout the United States. According to the research of Pew Research Center, the share of new U.S. marriages that are interracial increased to 15.1 in 2010, and the share of all current marriages that are interracial has reached an all-time high of 8.4%. In the contemporary society, interracial marriages have become more and more ordinary, and a larger group of people believe interracial marriage as acceptable. In a recent interracial romance film, Crazy and Beautiful, a love affair between people from two different races result in a clash of cultures and values. Nicole Oakley, the daughter of a white congressman, falls in love with a working-class Mexican-American Carlos Nunes. This interracial relationship initially receives harsh criticism from the public, but finally gets recognition and support from the family and friends. Therefore, race or ethnicity should not be a problem for true love.
Many people argue that interracial marriage should not be restricted because interracial relationships lead to an increasing diversity in culture. As Holly Knoll wrote in her essay in America Now, dating someone who differs greatly from yourself is an opportunity to learn from each other and grow together. The union of people from distinct cultures usually leads to a blending of cultures. A famous example in history would be the marriage between an American Indian woman, Mary Musgrove, and an English trader, John Musgrove. Mary Musgrove was a half-breed Yamacraw Indian of the Muscogin tribe. Her marriage to an English trader not only fostered peace between Muscogee Creek Indians and the English colonists, but also facilitated the communication between two cultures. Many translated words taught English people about Indian traditions and customs, while Indians learned more about English culture from John. The couple also set up a trading post, where the English and the Indians could trade goods. This example provides strong evidence to indicate that interracial marriage could bridge the gap between two distinct cultures. Therefore, interracial marriage should not be restricted. Just like gay marriage, interracial marriage has been a relevant topic for many years. and our group thinks that we should give interracial marriage the equal treatment as any other type of marriages. Also, we need to treat people who are in interracial marriages with respect. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope our video changed your view regarding interracial marriages. Lastly, if you like this video, do not hesitate to check out our class website, arnsperger.us, for more awesome material.